I was in Khartoum for about 10 days while I waited for Ewes to join me, long enough to get to know the hawkers who packed up all their goodies every night and put everything heaven only knows where. Then, the next morning, before I was up and washed and had come downstairs, they'd already have laid everything out again. Whenever I stepped out of the cool air-conditioned interior of the hotel, the blast of hot air would hit me, almost making me reel, and the hawkers, who'd quickly learnt my name, would call out, "Julia, Julia," with lots of laughter. Some mornings I would sit on an upturned crate with a cup of tea, admiring the energetic hustle of the street salesman. On the other end of the scale of retail therapy was the new Al-Waha Mall, which Jamal took me to see. It was like our malls, but without the variety of shops, and it wasn't very busy. The concept of a mall with fixed prices for quality goods was new territory for many Sudanese, who were used to haggling with vendors in an economy flooded with cheap Asian products. Still, the new mall seemed to be the highlight of Jamal and his family's lives. I was invited to give a talk to a class of girls at a learning centre. I'm not sure how many understood what I was saying. There was a lot of giggling. I was then taken to meet the head and was told to wait in his office. So I sat beside his desk and waited and waited. Just as I started to get fidgety, a man suddenly stood up from behind the desk and put his hand out for a greeting. He'd been there all along, on his knees, praying. At last the day arrived for Jamal and me to pick up Joost at the airport. He'd brought with him a Christmas pudding, and I wasn't sure what to be more excited about, the pud or Joostie. Back at the hotel, we were booked in for the night. We quickly unpacked, then Jamal took us over the river to show us the sights. Into the souks with their gleaming gold and everything on sale, from chastity belts to confirmation crosses. Khartoum to Meroe, 21 and 22 December 2017. I was sad to leave Khartoum, where I'd made so many new friends, but it was wonderful to have Joostie with me. He understood Tracy perfectly, so I could just sit back and relax or snooze in his comfortable company. And Joostie did end up being the ideal travelling companion, right down to cutting my toenails. After 3 hours of driving across the desert, however, we realised that we were on the wrong road and had to backtrack. Finally, we were properly on our way on a road that followed the course of the Nile. By the time we reached our first pyramids, 3 hours later, we were pretty tired and starving. There, in the ancient royal pyramid city of Meroe, we saw a truck stop with food, but on inspection, the filth was too much.